वेलकम बैक टू माई चैनल गाइस। तो आज मैं आपके लिए लेके आया हूँ क्लास 8 एसएसटी। लेट्स एक्सप्लोर एसएसटी का चैप्टर 6 हिस्ट्री, वीवर्स, आयरन स्मेल्टर्स एंड फैक्ट्री ओनर्स। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट। The Indian rural economy thrived prior to the establishment of British rule. Since ancient time, India was known for its finest quality of products such as spices, silk, cotton, indigo. India may, as you know that India was the golden bird. But when Britishers came, they destroyed all things, they traded all the things, and they forced Indians to buy or sell the goods to them at lower prices. So here also it's written that the Indian rural economy, it was thrived prior because of Britishers. At that time, India was known for its finest silk and cotton. So as I told you, here it's written, India was the largest producer of cotton textiles in the world. Craftspeople such as weavers, spinners and dyers along with peasants play a major role in making rural economy self-sufficient. And now the craft people such as weavers, spinners and dyers, they made handmade products which can be sold at higher prices because they are handmade and takes a lot of time to make. So this make the Indian self-sufficient. But when the Mughal rulers took various initiatives to extend patronage to local craftspeople and artisans. Before the advent of British rule in India, craftspeople were organized into guild. Before when there was no British rule in India, all the craftspeople that worked together were organized into guild. Now you are be asking that what are guilds? Let me tell you. The guilds are, which means basically these are a type of groups which functioned in close association, as I told you, with a merchant who sold goods in India and abroad and earned enormous profit. I told you the people, the peasants selling goods and the craft people, they form guilds. Here also it's written that close association with merchants who sold goods. Now let me tell you about trading centers. Surat, Masulipatam and Visakhapatnam, these are trading centers, and Dhaka, Madurai and Bharuch are textile producing centers. The East India Company changed the traditional structure of Indian economy according to need and demand of British economy. The question can come like, why Britishers changed the traditional structure of Indian rural economy? Basic reason क्या था? India was known for its cotton silk. So Britishers ने क्या करा था? उन्होंने इंडस्ट्रीज चलाई थी और इंडिया के प्रोडक्ट्स ले लिए थे. So you will write, a large number of craftspeople were forced to leave their traditional sources of income. अब ब्रिटिशर्स अगर ब्रिटेन से मशीन मेड गुड्स सेल करेंगे इंडिया तक एक्सपोर्ट इंपोर्ट करके, अब मशीन मेड गुड्स तो सस्ते होंगे एज यूजुअल, बट इंडियन हैंडक्राफ्ट प्रोडक्ट, हैंडमेड प्रोडक्ट्स, दिस वर कॉस्टली. दिस पीपल वुड प्रेफर टू बाय ओनली cheap products ना. So people preferred to buy British products than Indian products. This destroyed the Indian rural economy. Now let us learn about more. The imperialist policies, traditional craftsmen and artisans abandoned their occupation, which I told you about the industries and machine made good. Okay. Now commercial policies of British. Some of the commercial policies adopted by British are. अब मैं आपको बताता हूँ पॉलिसीज होती क्या है. द मेन रीजन why the structural rural economy of India was destroyed. First, Indian market were open for trade to all British citizens. Goods were imported from Britain at very low prices which were exempted from import duties. अब जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया था, गुड्स ब्रिटेन से आते थे, मशीन मेड थे, दैट्स व्हाई दे वर एट वेरी लो प्राइसेस. अब when they will be imported to India, they need to charge import duties, but Britishers did not charge the import duties also. अब इंडिया से रॉ मटेरियल जाता था ब्रिटेन तक ताकि वो गुड्स बनाए, इसमें घाटा तो इंडिया का ही था. सो आगे देखो, इंडियन became the exporter of raw material and Britain became the importer of ready-made goods. बात तो वही हो गई ना, गुड्स इंडिया के, ब्रिटेन प्रॉफिट, ब्रिटिशर्स प्रॉफिट कमा रहे हैं. इंडिजीनियस इंडस्ट्रीज. अब व्हाट आर इंडिजीनियस इंडस्ट्रीज? इंडिजीनियस इंडस्ट्रीज आर इंडस्ट्रीज विच बिलोंग टू कंट्री इन विच दे आर फाउंड. अब लाइक कॉटन टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री. Cotton textile industry is found in, if it is found in India, then it is an indigenous industries, but they were destroyed gradually. The process of destruction of these industries is known as deindustrialization. This is the main point you should learn. I told you about the craftspeople also. A large number of craftspeople were forced to leave their traditional sources of income and look for alternative opportunities of employment. The commercial policies of British helped them amass wealth to finance the expenses of administration and trade. अब ब्रिटिशर्स की कमर्शियल पॉलिसीज उनके लिए प्रॉफिटेबल थी, बट इंडियंस, large number of craftspeople lost their sources of income, industries were destroyed, and so on. अब you will, the meaning of this word is in large quantity, which means Britishers make the profit more and more money and wealth, so that they can finance their expenses of administration and trade. Now we will learn about impact of British policies on Indian industries, which means what were the effect of these policies on Indian industries. अब सीधा डायरेक्ट पढ़ते हैं, ठीक है. फर्स्ट पॉइंट, after industrial revolution in England, a stiff competition arose between the Indian handmade product and British machine made goods. Industrial revolution in England के बाद इंग्लैंड से इंडिया तक goods import होने लगे. अब goods were machine made, but Indians, these were handmade products. अब as there was development in industrialization, power looms replaced traditional handlooms of India. Machine made goods were available at cheaper rates as compared to traditional Indian goods because they are machine made and Indian goods are handmade. अब as a result क्या हुआ? The sale of Indian handicrafts declined. Main reason क्या था? वो यही था. Indigenous craftspeople lost patronage from Indian rulers. A Britishers stopped the craftspeople to earn patronage, which means there are होते हैं ना म्यूजिशियंस, एंटरटेनमेंट्स, रूल, जो एक स्पेसिफिक इंडियन रूलर यानी जो रूल करता है उसके किंगडम, महल यानी पैलेस, उसके स्पेसिफिक पैलेस में यू नो ना देयर आर मेनी एंटरटेनर्स एंड म्यूजिशियंस. ये सब मनोरंजन करके दे अर्न मनी, दे अर्न पैट्रोनेज, बट ब्रिटिशर्स ऑल्सो स्टॉप दिस. अब नेक्स्ट, द इंडियन क्राफ्ट्स पीपल हैड टू कम्पीट विद द मशीन मेड क्लॉथ ऑफ ब्रिटेन. अब हर जगह एक ही पॉइंट है, ब्रिटेन मशीन मेड गुड्स, बिकॉज दिस वॉज द मेन पॉइंट. India was made an exporter of raw material. This we have learned before. There was an increased pressure on agricultural sector as more and more people were seeking employment. अब ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा people employment कर रहे थे because of Britishers. That's why बहुत ज़्यादा pressure था agricultural sector पे. Now economic drain of India. Economic drain होता क्या है? देखो, in his book Poverty and Un-British Rule in India, दादा भाई नारोजी explained the process of economic drain. अब दादा भाई नारोजी ने बुक लिखी थी Poverty and Un-British Rule in India. उसमें उन्होंने explain करा what is economic drain. उन्होंने इसको identify करा as the cause of Indian poverty. In his book he devised the famous theory known as drain of wealth. उन्होंने एक theory समझाई थी which is drain of wealth, यानी wealth को drain कर देना. Because this will decrease the economy. Now decline of traditional industries. Traditional industries were handicraft industries of India like cotton textile industries. Why these were destroyed or declined? The British established control over import and export of Indian commodities to serve their own economic interests. This is the first point. Tariff and bans were imposed by British government on import of Indian textile. अब Indian textile अगर goods बनाती भी है तो वो बैन हो गए थे by the British government. अब Charter Act of 1813 ended the monopoly trade of East India Company. अब the single trade of East India Company ended, so all the foreign goods flooded in Indian market. As a result, foreign goods flooded in Indian market and destroyed the product market of indigenous products. Britain imposed heavy duties even on sale of Indian silk and calico. अब Britain also gained profit. उन्होंने इतनी heavy duties लगाई इंडिया silk and calico पे कि उन्हें बहुत profit हुआ. This was also a reason of decline of traditional industries because India was not having amount of such money to pay these heavy duties. अब the uproar in England. During 18th century, there was discontentment among British manufacturers regarding the demand for Indian cloth in England. They therefore pressurized the British government to ban import of Indian textile. अब इंग्लैंड में उन्होंने देखा इंडिया हैज़ अ गुड क्वालिटी ऑफ क्लॉथ, सो देयर वाज अ ग्रेट डिमांड फॉर इंडियन क्लॉथ इन इंग्लैंड. अब ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट वर प्रेशराइज्ड, सो दे बैन द इम्पोर्ट ऑफ इंडियन टेक्सटाइल विच somehow where Indians were getting profit ना by importing this माना less profitable profit तो था, but by banning this also Indians they were suffering from great loss. In 1720 the British government passed the Calico Act which banned import of printed cotton cloth. अब ऐसा नहीं है कि यही बैन हुआ, बट हैवी ड्यूटीज तो इंडिया के अदर क्लॉथ्स पे भी थी जैसे यहाँ पे है, because they were imported by Britain. अब the demand for Indian cloth decreased and Indian textile industry suffered great loss. Beginning of Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution in England marked a boom for textile industry. अब ऐसा क्यों हुआ? क्योंकि इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन के बाद इंग्लैंड स्टार्टेड टू यूज ऑल द मशीन टूल्स सो दैट दे कैन इंक्रीज देयर प्रोडक्शन. For example, the use of spinning jenny and steam engine helped them to increase production of cotton cloth. So they began to manufacture cotton cloth in large quantities in lesser time. This increased their profit but decreased Indian profit. When the implementation of Charter Act of 1813, the finished textile from Britain entered into India. अब जब मोनोपोली एंड हो गई तो ब्रिटेन के मशीन मेड गुड्स इंडिया में एंटर होने लग गए, इसीलिए इंडिया का बहुत लॉस हुआ. This is a spinning jenny. This is type of a spinning jenny. You can see there is a wheel and the yarn which are twisted. Yarn or fiber. देखो here is also written spinning jenny is a machine with the help of which a single worker could operate multiple spindles onto which thread was spun. The conquest of Bengal. The conquest of Bengal by the East India Company marked complete domination of Britain over India. अब conquest of Bengal के बाद पूरा बंगाल ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी के पास था. This marked domination of Britain over India. अब the company started financing its investment in India with profit made from duty free inland trade and surplus from Diwani right. अब duty free inland trade मतलब जब ट्रेड हो रहा था इंडिया के अंदर तो ड्यूटी फ्री थे. Because of this, British gained profit. They gained the revenue, and they also gained revenue and surplus from Diwani. Now, deurbanization. When an urban population declines due to social, political, or economic changes, it is known as deurbanization. मद्रास, बॉम्बे, कलकत्ता प्रेसिडेंटीज में डिवाइड हो गए थे ताकि ब्रिटिशर्स इजी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन कर सके. अब सूरत और मसूलीपट्टनम, we learned that they were the main manufacturing centers, but they lost their importance because of demand for product manufactured in these places. These were declined. The demand was decreased. Increase the pressure on land. अब you must have learnt about the ruling the country outside. In that chapter you must have learnt about the three land revenue settlement, permanent settlement, Yotwadi system and Mahalwadi system. Here also these are introduced. It is given that it is introduced to increase revenue of land. Due to commercialization of agriculture, peasants were forced to grow cash crops. अब the Britishers want more and more profit. There was a great demand of cash crops like indigo in Britain, but India was only capable of growing indigo because indigo needs fertile soil and it also destroys fertility of soil. Okay, the revenue generated from these, the Britishers used this to develop industries in Britain. अब cotton was in great demand in England. Cotton was in great demand in England at that time. सो गाइज हेयर वी एंड्स अप. अगर मैं पूरा चैप्टर एक्सप्लेन करूँगा तो वीडियो विल बी टू लार्ज एंड लॉन्ग. सो wait for the next part. Comment for next part if you want, and please tell if you understand or not. Bye guys.